In this extra special video, this is part 2 of the Masterskya series. It starts out, I'm rolling with Martin. Martin was my partner in part 1, the technique episode. I'll put a link in the description. It was the last episode. Martin is a first-degree black belt. I think he's around 60 years old. He's a little bit older than me, looks great for his age. He's probably around my weight. I'm going to guess 180 on that. He could be a little bit lighter. I know he mentioned he lost weight, so I hope I'm not insulting him. So here we're starting out with some grip fighting. I always, not always, but many times we'll start a roll this way where I'm on my knees and I'm just kind of defending whatever I get. And it allows me to kind of gauge the skill of my opponent or my partner. And I get a feel for his attacks. So as I'm feeling, I could say he feels like a guard player, which would make sense. The more you use your legs, the less effort it takes, and the better you'll do against younger, stronger opponents because you're using your legs against their arms by pulling guard or playing guard in the gi. So here he's looking to get different entanglements. He wants to get that spider guard on my right arm, and then he wants to lace my left arm. So I'm keeping my elbow tucked. I have my knee up, and I'm just preventing him from starting what he wants to do. I know he wants to go further down that road, obviously, so I'm trying to shut things down before they happen. Here he's doing a great triangle setup. He's doing a really good job of pulling me in. I was able to get my arm in at the last second to try to, to defend it by having both arms in. Again, by playing this way, I don't use a lot of energy early on, and I kind of just save it for the end, where I kind of turn it on for the last 20 seconds and, to see what would happen. So there he did a good off balance. He did like an omoplata off balance, omoplata setup, and I was able to get back up and get my base, but it was definitely a sincere threat. Here I'm looking to get out of his closed guard a little bit, so I'm pushing him away. So there he switches to knee shield. So it's very similar to how I would play. Obviously, after that, we have a lot of differences. There, he threw his leg over my head and got an Americana. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that before. I might have seen it, but I've never felt it. So it always impresses me when somebody can catch me with something that I'm not familiar with. I'd hope in the future I'd be able to defend that after seeing it, a couple of times. So the worst, the most dangerous move is the one that you've never seen because you can't defend it. So they don't even have to be sneaky because you don't know it's coming. It's a true ambush. So here I have his collar. I'm kind of trying to prevent him from sitting up into me. I know his guard is dangerous at this point, but I'm still putting myself in a position to feel it out. So I'm looking to put my knee under his butt and break his closed guard. And here again, he's spinning to that knee shield setup, which he's very good at. Again, he's trying to pull me into a triangle. He's trying to pull me into a dilemma. So what he's doing now is he's taking away my left arm, and he swept me. I forget, it was either a triangle or a arm bar, but it was instant, and I had to tap. I think it was a triangle. And the sweep was beautiful because I couldn't put my arm out to base. So the camera was getting moved around a little bit, jostled, dare I say. So we're about 4.5 minutes into the round, so I want to turn it on a little bit. I want to show him that, I definitely have something to offer as far as jiu-jitsu. I know that I was kind of playing defensive in the beginning, but as you can see, I'm doing a good job of peeling his legs and passing. I'm not going side to side. I'm going in one direction because I feel that he was expecting for me to go side to side. Also, I have to say, in all honesty, guard passing is definitely my strength. I'm not a leg locker. I'm not a takedown artist, but I'm good at playing guard and passing guard. So, great round with Martin. I look forward to rolling with him in the future. This is Bruno. Bruno is a very nice white belt. Everybody at the academy is very sweet, very good people. Great to talk to, just a great environment. So if you're ever in New York, you want to stop by, it's definitely one of, I would think of a tourist attraction. Masterskya NYC. He also has an academy in Bushwick, I believe, Brooklyn. But this one's easier for me to get there. So here again, I'm kind of playing that defensive style. And just a little side note, I was super dehydrated for some reason. I mean, it was 105 degrees that day. Literally, the real feel was like 109 or something. And I just kept like, when I strained too much, I started to get like that dehydration headache. So I kind of cruised through these rolls a little bit. I wasn't as competitive as I might have been normally. Not that I'm super competitive, but I wasn't offensive. I was for a second, but not the entire round. I'm not really going to press my cardio when I just can't get enough water. I blame it on the catering hall food. So here we're having a lot of wrist fighting. I think he says something to the extent at one point, he goes, wow, I can't do anything to you. Because he's definitely trying to play guard. And I think that in gi, you should play guard. I mean, that's jiu-jitsu. You know, there's a lot of sweeps in gi and a lot of control. And if the guy makes a mistake, it's hard to come back. So I think guard playing is definitely more for gi. I like playing guard and no gi, but it becomes more of a scramble. And it's definitely better to be on top. So here he's trying to set something up. I don't know how long he's been training. If I had to guess, I mean, I don't want to insult him, but, he knows something. It's not like he doesn't know anything or he's not trying to pull me into a triangle or, so I'm going to try to guess here and say in between 6 months, upwards of 6 months, but it's a really good school, so he might have learned fast. That was a toe hold there. I didn't finish it. I didn't try to finish it, but I probably could have in that position. But if you do it on a white belt and you take him by surprise and he doesn't tap in time, then it can be an issue. So he's joking around with me a little bit there, Super Dave. So you got to check out his channel. He has a new YouTube channel. He's also on Instagram at Super Dave, I believe it's 74. I'll put the links in the description. Oh, yeah, there he has several tips on his white belt, I'm just noticing there. So, yeah, he has experience. I'm just good at fending off attacks in the from my knees. I have a good base. It's just a position that I like where I can stay calm and not use a lot of effort. As you can see, I'm still winning the grip fighting. But I'm not making him think I'm dominating. I'm just defending. As you can see, those movements of my right arm are to maintain the center line, so it's a Wing Chun principle. I want to beat him to that center. So here I just peeled his hooks off, brought my knee up to his waist. He brought his knee in to defend, which was really good. And then I just turned my hips to get by the legs. That's why a switch of the hips is so important, especially if you're in top of half guard there. You got to switch your hips to pull your leg out. So there I was able to get to like a 3/4 mount. Here I have a gift wrap. And we're rolling over. I'm kind of just going with him on it. And here I'm trying to think of a good way I could get my legs into a knot where I could finish this gift wrap with like a improvised triangle. But he definitely is very strong and doing a good job of fighting. And there I let him out. I think he was like almost maybe a little surprised, but you have to learn how to let go. It's a principle that's important in life as well. You know, if I'm holding on to someone's collar and they break my grip before I let go, like I know they're coming to break the grip. Why would I hold on to it? It's just going to lead to ligament tears in my fingers, which actually happened to me once. So there I caught him with the spider sweep at the end there, little gentle spider sweep. And now I am pairing up with Oliver. I met Oliver somewhere. I somehow know him, and I was able to remember his name because I'd heard it before. I think he's a little shorter than me, maybe a little heavier. A fellow brown belt. I can't tell about tips. I don't really think too much about it. I think maybe he has one on his belt. I can't see it. So I don't want to disappoint you, but this is not going to be a big explosive round. It's a polite round with a brown belt that I'm training with for the first time. You know, I'm not looking to go crazy. Again, I'm playing defensively. Bruno's watching, white belt Bruno. He didn't have a partner for this round. There was only 6 other students there because it's the afternoon class or morning. The night class is much more crowded. So here we're just grip fighting. Again, I don't want him to be able to do anything, but one thing I think I feel from him, it's one of 2 things. He's keeping me in his close guard, possibly because he's tired from rolling. This is just a guess. Or he's a close guard player. But one thing's for sure, I'm having trouble getting out. He's got great leg strength. He's thick. And I don't like putting a ton of effort into anything. I don't want to strain too much. So instead, what I'm going to do is just stall him with my grip fighting to where he feels like he can't get anything started. I have a very good close guard defense due to the grip fighting dominance. As you can see, I'm not looking, I'm feeling where his hands are. I kind of know what he's going to do next based off the grip. So it's just a way of anticipating the grips and anticipating the structure of the grips. So here I'm trying to like put weight into his closed guard and hope that pressure makes him want to open it. Again, it doesn't take any effort from me. I'm kind of just laying on him. There he switched his feet. That's telling, and I felt it as well. That means his legs are tired from holding on to the closed guard. So it could be that he's tired. Again, I don't roll with Oliver all the time. It could be that if he lets me out of the closed guard, that I'm going to do a lot of quick movement and, make it more of a scramble. So this way, maybe in his mind, he's controlling things. Not just in his mind, but in reality. But again, we're a few minutes into this round, and I'm just continuing to fend him off with the grip fighting. As you can see, I have control of that right wrist. Even when he breaks the grip, I re-grip it. There's a little bit more to it than that. But there is a method to the grip fighting that comes from Wing Chun for sure. So there he switched his feet again. We're getting towards the end of the round. I know that in my mind, and I definitely want to give him a little bit of a fun, a little bit more resistance. So there we go again. I leaned in. He switched his feet again. It's definitely tiring for his legs. I kind of wish he would open his guard, but you can't force anybody to do anything. I can't suggest that. Really, I have to get out. So I'm scooping up his collar. I'm putting my knee in the middle. I'm arching my back. I'm doing everything that I would do to break that because I know I'm running out of time. Even here, I'm winning the grip fighting. I'm fighting across my center line. So now he opened his guard. And I'm pulling away, so I'm trying to extend his legs. Here he's trying to get that spider hook. And there I did a good job of defending and twisting. See, he's got that spider guard on one side. But here I reached around and I grabbed his head, and now I'm going to be able to flatten him out in that top of half guard position. Or at least that's what I'm trying to do. So as you can see, I'm turning my hip. I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to get my leg free. And that ends the round. Just about. The next video is going to be part 3, a 30-minute podcast with Super Dave, a great discussion about jiu-jitsu. I'm really looking forward to letting everybody see it. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe.